I am Eve. Today I want to talk a little bit the story that I think is wonderful. The story that I am writing, which is called Siren Chants. I love mermaids. I love mermaids. I love mermaids and I love writing. I love stories. Obviously, I mean, who doesn't love stories? Some people are too serious to slow down for a story, but who doesn't love a story? Is storytelling not what we do literally all the time? Unless we are complaining or using our voice in another strange way. So much of our time is storytelling. Even when we're talking about our experiences, our past, history, talking about someone else, making things up, most of our times, we are storytelling. And we all love stories when we were kids. So I think that it's important as adults to stop being so serious and slow down and engage with the story. Hello, X Factor. Today I'm talking about storytelling and I'm talking about my story. Don't we all love movies? And movies obviously are stories. So my argument right now is that everybody loves storytelling. Or actually, maybe not everybody loves storytelling because maybe some people don't feel like they could tell the story as good, but everybody likes to experience the story. So I guess the argument with this is that storytelling is still hot and popular. We're not the storytellers of old with the lyre and the guitar. However, here we are telling stories. I would like to talk about my story, Siren Chants. My story, Siren Chants, is of course about fantasy and romance. Why? I love mermaids and I love romance and I love fantasy. And I love stories. I also love poetry, so I do like to write my story in poetic forms. The story is developing in different ways. Hello, bad books 70. Bad books. Is there such a thing? I've read some bad books in my day. And some good ones. I only remember the good ones. Anyways, so I'm talking about my story, Siren Chants. It is about a siren. And so quickly, how did my story start? My story started in my head with a vision of a captive siren. So this happened months ago. I had this vision, just out of the blue. I had a visual thing, image that I saw in my head. It was a very real thing that I saw. Even though I obviously knew that it was not a real thing, it was an actual visual input that I had. Very strange, I know, but hello, Rosemary Martin. I'm talking about storytelling and my story today. Welcome and thank you for being here. My story, Siren Chants, started with a vision in my head of this captive siren. Hello, Rosa. And Crazy Bee. Do you like stories or storytelling or writing? So after I saw a siren in my head, I decided that I was so sad about it because she was, of course, captive. Anyways, this happened and for a few months I was sad about it. I could not forget. Hello, Brighton and Bless and Sir Shot. Today we're talking about storytelling and my story. Thank you for being here though. I love that. Thank you so much, Jorge Noriega and Joan and Anne. Thank you so much for being here. T Mom. So, Raul, thank you for being here. Thank you, Oscarina and Nelson and Steve. Well, so in my story, Aphrodite is the mother of my siren. Why? Hello, Bay and user 780. So it occurred to me that Aphrodite, being a deity that was born in the sea or out of the sea, specifically sea foam, she is a deity that is somehow hello Jacob Tiger, Nina Farm, Clutch City, Kangluwich, and thank you for being here. Thank you so much, Croco and Havoc and Mandy Byron. I'm sorry that I cannot say all their names correctly. Mike, Michelle, and Dan, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I'm talking about storytelling and my story today. Chef, thank you for being here. So in my story, Aphrodite is the mother of my siren. That's because I realized that Aphrodite, being a deity that's born out of the sea, she is related to the sea 100%, right? Aphrodite is related to the sea 100%. She's born out of the sea, and that's why one of her what is it thingies, ay Dios, no, one of her symbols is seashells. So Aphrodite, being a goddess of the sea, she's obviously the protector of the sirens, and in my story she's actually the mother of the siren. The reason why is because Aphrodite is actually my muse, and so she wanted to be a part of the story, and she wanted to be the mother of the siren. She upgraded the story as well. And I have several pieces of the story in which Aphrodite is present. And also, the siren in my story lives in a cave, an undersea cave, obviously, in the bottom of the sea. And this cave is called Aphrodite's Cave. Hello, user 325, Jagger, Gel, Christy Spell, Spell, Contortionist, Nettie, Chef. Thank you so much for being here, Ali. Thank you so much. I am Eve, and today I'm talking about storytelling, and my story is Siren Chants. Paige, thank you so much for being here, and Ali, I see you. Thank you so much for being here. So if you like sirens, I invite you to follow me because I will be leaving here pretty soon. I like to support indie writers, as I am one as well, and I also love to talk about writing tips and all those things, and I love to write poetry because I'm huge into romance, and poetry is to me the best way to do romance in a concise, short way, because nobody has time to write books on the day-to-day. However, my Twitter, forget that X stuff, my Twitter is full of poetry, and so are all my other social medias, and my blog is evelovestar.com. Why love star? Because I think I'm a love star, a star for love. It's an Aphrodite thing, of course. And so I also write about fated love and everything about goddesses. Right now I have a huge collection of goddess poetry that is doing the rounds, and really love it. I love to write about the goddesses in many different ways, in historical ways, about as historical as mythology can be, as well as in like a devotional type of way, as I observe Aphrodite. She's my muse, and I write about her all the time, and an inspirational type of way, as well as in a metaphorical type of way, the goddess energy, so to speak. Thank you so much, Ali, for being here. Sarah Gizi, Olive, Chell, Nicole, the author Nicole, thank you so much for being here. A pleasure to have you here today. And M Stacks, thank you so much for being here. Let us connect. If you're an indie author, I will definitely follow you back, and especially if you need tips or help with your writing. And I like to do writing tips as well as writing prompts and exercises on social media. Let us be friends. And if you love romance, don't be a stranger, because really my life is full of romance. Of course, I like the fantasy because I think I'm a mermaid. That's the bottom line of it. That is the secret in this video. We can end this right now. I think I'm a mermaid. I'm a Pisces too, for whatever that is worth. Anyways, this was Eve, and now I'm gonna close this. Thank you so much for being here. Ali, thank you, thank you. I see you. Thank you so much for being here. Nini, Apache, Bryland. And yeah, that's it. This was Eve, Love Star. My actual name is Eve Sanchez, and I am Cuban. I read in Spanish as well. And let's see each other around on social media with our stories, our romance, and our fantasies. Much love. Bye now.